and welcome back to Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero. Okay, this time, since we're fully rested from last episode, we can actually start killing monsters for cash and for skills. And we'll start by running, since that raises our vitality, since it drains our stamina. Oh, and there's a brigand. I'm not too keen on taking him on yet, since the goblins are the wussiest creatures in the game, and the brigands are a lot tougher. They will... Oh, and there's a Saurus trying to chase me. I think the goblins were here in the next screen, maybe? Yes, there they are. Okay. I can take a rock. Throw a rock. Okay, I was trying to hit the goblin in the bush, since one is obviously trying to sneak up on me. One strange bush. That's a goblin, maybe? No. I simply cannot hit them in this screen. At least not with rocks. Oh, come on, hit the guy. No. Fight the goblin. You'll fight alright. Okay. Yeah, so basically I'm trying to just stab him repeatedly until he runs out of life, but I can also try to dodge. And as with anything in the game, if you attack, it raises your weapon skills. If you try to dodge, it raises your dodge skills. And as you can see, even that one dodge made my skill rise a few points. Weapon use rose to 12. Agility, vitality, luck, and throwing all rose too. Oh yes, and then there's one thing about experience points. A friend of mine asked what the experience is for. Basically, it's just the game's way of telling you how experienced you are. You can't spend it anywhere, and it, strictly speaking, doesn't correlate to anything except how tough the monsters are during the daytime. Once you hit 1000 experience points, the monsters during the day will become tougher. You'll face tougher monsters. This is to say that the goblins will still be as weak as they are now, but there is a chance that you'll run into more hideous monsters. More dangerous monsters like the Red Saurus and the Cheetahs and the Trolls. So, search the body. I'm not close enough. Maybe now. Yes, 5 silvers. Oh yes, and now since I've killed the goblin in the screen, the rest of them are afraid to come at me, so I'm safe there for the time being. Now, if I go back, they'll have regained their courage and might attack me again. So now I'm basically just waiting for them to come, and then I'll attempt to kill 2 of them. Come on. I know you want to. I see you there. Oh, there's one. Yeah. And he brought along a mate. So now I'll be fighting 2 goblins. Or am I? They're just standing there like, durr. Now, there we go. So basically I could dodge, but I think it's just easier to mash the button and hope that I kill him in time. We'll see how it goes. Thankfully I saved beforehand, so if I die, I can restore the game. But... oh, I missed him. Oh, crap! still not skilled enough to face two whomping goblins at the same time. Oh well. That means that I could as well do something else while regaining my health. You usually regain a point or two of health when you rest, but you have to use up your stamina to be able to rest. So, we might as well check out a few places in the game that we haven't been to yet. First of all, there's the healer. Oh, now we're outside the town gate. Oh yeah, I think it's this way. Oh, can we sneak into the archery range? Maybe to see a conversation? Oh. No, it's still empty. So, we might as well run. And, oops, wrong direction. I have to head south and then east. And I should reach the... Oh, there's a lone goblin. I can take him out. Fight, goblin. I'll kick your ass! There we go. Since I still have stamina points, I can just dodge. And I can actually try to parry with my dagger. It doesn't work as well as with a shield, but technically I should be able to parry the blows, at least somewhat. And as you can see, both parry and dodge rose up, and I even got a point in weapon use. And all the main statistics over here. But right now I'm quite low on health, so I'll just search the body. Oh, only 1 silver. What a way to make a living. Oh well. But this is where I was heading. Oh, the roar of the waterfall fills your ears and the cold spray dampens your face as you approach. Now, this looks... suspicious. There's a door over there. I'm gonna save now, and I'm gonna rename the sneaking save to something more appropriate. I just might die. Again. So now, we can try climbing. Climb rock. Yeah! All that practice climbing actually paid off. That was almost too easy. Almost like climbing a ladder. Well now. Cast detect some magic, not detect it. Oh, what do you know? There is a ladder. Now we can walk, knock on the door. Knock, knock. Just a minute, just a minute. Please move away from the door. Oh, the what now? Boom! Had you been healthier, you probably could have survived that fall. In your weakened condition, however, you succumbed to your injuries. So yeah, I was kind of thinking that might happen. And you know, it might still happen, even now if I fail to dodge that door. Climb rock. There we go. Walk. Knock on door. Knock, knock. There we go. Oh, hello. Go on in. So yeah, this guy. There's a cheerful music. He's Enry the Ermit. And unlike most hermits, he's pretty damn talkative. And you can actually spend the night here on the hay if you want to. It'll cost you 1 food ration. Enry will eat it, and you never get to sleep quite properly here because he'll be muttering throughout the night and demanding you to play cribbage, which you can't actually play. You're just being told that you play it, and that's why you can't rest. So, Ask him about his name. I'm Enry! Enry the Eighth I is. Me father was an Enry, and his 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 father was an Enry, and every one of them was an ermit. So yeah, he has a bit of a speech impediment. He can't say the letter H that well. Ask about father, maybe? Yeah, they're all hermits. Ask about hay. Yeah, it's a guest bed. And now he mentions that if you give him food and play some cribbage, he'll let you stay here. Okay, well gee, thanks. Ask about ladder. I know some magic. Erasmus the Wizard taught me some spells. Yeah, Erasmus the Wizard is actually a funny guy. He'll be appearing in many of the Quest for Glory games, and we'll get to meet him in this game as well. But yeah, you mentioned something about magic? Yes? How about spells? Do you have any? Yeah, so he has a spell to make his ladder show up. The trigger spell, okay, let's ask him about trigger. It's the spell what sets off other spells. Okay. Oh, so he has a scroll. Ask about scroll. Thank you. Do you want it? Yes! That's what I've been trying to get all this time. Boom! There we go. Big scroll. Thank Hermit. You're welcome. Yay. Ask about the falls. Oh, so the waterfall's called the Flying Falls. I wonder. The Dispel Potion called for flying water. Yeah. Night of cribbage and rations, place to sleep, yada yada yada. Okay. Climb down. So, these were called the Flying Falls, and we need some flying water. I have some empty flasks, which I bought in the first game, over there. So, now I can just take some water, and I guess it could be called flying water. Water from the Flying Falls, anyway. So, then we can run. Oh yeah, there's another screen here. And this place is called the Spiegelsee, which translates to Mirror Lake. And if I wait here a little bit, there should be some... Oh yeah, there's some cranes flying overhead. And there could be a scene where there's like a periscope rising up from the waters. I think that's a reference to another game, Codename Iceman, I think it was. But it doesn't happen every time, so maybe I'll just like leave the screen and come back, maybe? You don't get any... Oh, there we go! It must be your imagination. What would a submarine be doing in a fantasy adventure? Perhaps you'd rather be playing Codename Iceman. It has a submarine, so yeah. You don't get any points for this. Oh, dang! Well, whoever was piloting that sub surely didn't qualify for the post. So yeah, that's mainly an Easter egg. You don't get any points for it, but it's funny. So, we're almost dead. We don't have much health or stamina. We're full on magic though, so... And as you can see from the last time I used my magic, I have gained some skill in Detect Magic's spell, but the thing is, the skill in these spells doesn't really matter at all, unless they're offensive spells. Or, in the later games, defensive spells. But these generic spells, they really don't do much. I think there's only one spell besides the offensive spell that actually gains something if you have it on higher scales, and that's the open spell. Which reminds me, we should probably... Do we have money? Not much. But we surely have enough to actually buy an offensive spell, which is a good way to raise our magic stat. And we get the spell from Zara. Her full name is Zara Shashina, by the way, for any of you that are actually interested. And she's of the Fey folk, like a half-fairy. Ask about spells. Flame Dart. Buy Flame Dart. Boom! I didn't even get a scroll this time, it just burned to my mind. So yeah, there we go. Costs 5 magic points, and it's only at skill level 5. Which means we ought to go and practice. We ought to go and practice it a bit. So we'll just go somewhere where it's nice and quiet, like here, and start casting that shit. Cast Flame Dart. Boom! Yeah, it doesn't exactly look like much, but it's the only and the best offensive spell in the game, so we might as well cast that a bunch of times. And since we have 2 points of yes, let's cast Detect Magic once more, just so we can even out our spell points. Then we can rest quite a while, it seems. So yeah, we got most of our stamina back, like a bit over half of it. We got 4 points of health and 16 magic points, which means we can cast 3 more Flame Darts. Boom! 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 Too bad there's nothing to hit with them. And now we have 14 skill in Flame Dart, which is nice. We could buy some magic potions to raise our spell points faster. It gives us full spell points if we drink one of those. But at the moment, we don't have enough money. And we're too wussy to actually take out many of the goblins. So, what do we do? If you remember from the from episode 2, the healer gave us 2 healing potions, and later on we bought 3 vigor potions. So they're listed here. And wait a second, where's my healing potions? Oh, there, potions of healing. So next episode we're gonna use those potions and train up a bit against those goblins. But until then, thank you for watching, and see you in part 7 of Quest for Glory, So You Want to Be a Hero!